He's gonna give decks that extra bit of unpredictability that could win you games or throw you games. From Camelot to Marvel Snap, we'll get to his powers in a bit. But first, who is Merlin? I mean, we've all heard or read of Merlin, right? The wizard that features in the Legend of King Arthur. Well, in Marvel Comics, the Merlin character shares a lot of that mythology. Hailing from 6th century AD Britain, he was a powerful sorcerer who acted as a teacher, advisor, and defender of King Arthur Pendragon of Camelot. He was also the teacher of a certain Morgan Le Fay, a character we'll talk about in another video because she's coming out at the same time as Merlin. Now, knowing that Britain would need a champion, Merlin trained another famous character from Marvel, Sir Percy of Scandia, making Percy the first wielder of the Ebony Blade, aka the Black Knight. In Marvel Snap, Merlin is a 2-energy, 3-power card with the ability at the start of each turn, add an incantation to your hand. He's like a combo of Nico and Kate Bishop. If you play him early, he's going to be feeding you low-cost incantation skills that could swing the game for you, or not. Okay, I want to point out a few things before we dive into these incantations. They're considered skill cards, just like Agamotto's Ancient Arcana. It says add an incantation to your hand, so it's not in the deck, you don't draw it, so no collector or search synergy there, but that also means it doesn't take up deck space. Also, remember that skill cards banish themselves after being played, so they don't take up board space. Once again, just like Agamotto's Arcana. Okay, Merlin has 3 different skills and they spawn in your hand at random. They all cost 1 energy, so nice and cheap. First of all, Omniversal Presence. On reveal, replace this location with a new one and give Merlin +2 power. This one I like. It makes Merlin a 3/5 essentially with a location correction. Great for destroying Limbo, but it's RNG, right? Because you could totally get screwed by the location change. Once and future. On reveal, shuffle your lowest power card here into your deck to get +2 energy next turn. Ooh, so a little ramp action, swap out a squirrel, a rock, whatever for extra 2 energy next turn. Not bad, but there's an element of RNG. Once again, knowing my luck, I'll shuffle the rock right back into the deck and then draw it the very next turn. Polymorph. On reveal, transform your lowest power card here into one that costs 1 more. Well, this is just pure RNG, kind of like Cersei, and nobody's playing Cersei. So ideally, you want to play Polymorph on cards with low power and have like on reveal effects that have already benefited you. Prime example is Ironheart, right? You get the Ironheart buff, polymorph her into a 4-cost, who knows, you could get a Shang-Chi. Or Mr. Negative, you're feeling lucky? Oh, fun note, if you polymorph a lane with a 6-cost, you have a 50-50 chance to get Arishem or Scar. And if you polymorph Arishem or Scar, you get death. Hey, jump in the comments and let me know where you think Merlin will shine. I do see him fit into a lot of different archetypes, so this kind of makes him super versatile as the season pass by. And I like that.